God is supposed to be love. God is supposed to be safety. God is is what we go through. And when I say God, let me clarify. It's any who is God for you? So basically, if for you God is Jesus, is Jesus. If it is Allah, it's Allah. If it is, so whatever you decide that God is the identity, is God never decided that you come here to suffer. So to come back to me and my work is to help you understand and to help people understand, especially women, that they are here to live the best life that they wish for themselves, not for their parents, not for their tradition, not for their culture, not for whoever, just for themselves. And to go and grab what is theirs. Because if we go into the idea that God has set things for us and it is part of our destiny, God has set good things for you to have. And those things are not for you to be suffering. The fact that people say, oh, you need to suffer because for example, I'm so sorry to go into this rant. I feel like it's going into a rant now. But basically, so when you are doing something, they say, oh, you have to suffer so that you can have this good thing, or you have to work hard so that you can have this good thing. Believe me, there are people who do not work hard and still they have a good life. There are people who do not have to go into suffering after suffering and still they have a good life. So why can't the majority of people get that? Why does it have to be about just a certain percentage of the population who's going to have that? Why, as a parent, you wouldn't want this for your child or for your sister, your brother, your mom? Why do we have to carry this idea that everything needs to be difficult? It doesn't have to be difficult. It can get easy. And the way it gets easy is by breaking down those beliefs. So, for example, if you have a belief about something, we need to find the evidence that makes you believe that this is true. Is this the real truth? And when you keep on asking questions, so basically the way you start to unravel things is you start asking questions. The more you ask questions, the more you are inquisitive with yourself, with people around you, with what is in your background, what is in your tradition. The more you're doing research, the more you're going to educate yourself, the more you're going to change your ideas. And when you change ideas, it scares people. So we come back again at the fear. And that fear, somebody else who is maybe carrying that fear might try to stop you on your journey. But the idea is that you gain skills that make you confident enough to know that, no, this is my truth and this is where I'm going. This is what I'm going to do, regardless of whoever's opinion or what people think. And this is for my own good, and my own good is in this way. And I think what happens with change is that people are afraid of change, but actually change is the best thing ever if you put it in a positive way. So if you really go look deeper and understand what is going to bring this and this for myself, what's going to bring this and this for my family, what's going to make me go forward, what's going to help me create a community that is going to go forward, what's going to help me to actually move in a way that is going to bring the masses with me and towards me. And this is what we have to do. I think we have more of this work to do. And when one person evolve, when one person changes their mindset in a family, it's the whole family that changed the mindset. You might not think that you change it, but it does change. And it changed by time. So if you are in your family and you feel like, oh, nobody's going to change, you shouldn't think like that. You should think, you know what? I'm going to do the change. I'm going to work on myself. And this is in domino effect going to work on other people. Because believe me, when people see you going forth, when they see you having the life that you desire, when they see you succeeding, what do? They want to know what's your secrets. So then you can tell them, I did this, I went this way, I did it like that. I don't think you shouldn't keep any secret to yourself. There's no secrets. You should always tell people how they can go forward and how they can bring the best of themselves. Because once they also do it, other people will follow.
All right. I read the book, The Science of Getting Rich by Walter Wallace. I think that book was written in 1910. But not a date, many people still continue to read it. Of course, there are a lot of lessons, a lot of beautiful things inside that book. I just want to make mention of one, no? That we need to, in this new economy, this economy that is dominated by knowledge, by service, we need to learn to be creative, and we need to learn to even get rich through creativity. Because like what Wallace was saying in the book, it is better to get rich through creativity than through competition. Because if you get rich through competition, it basically means you are climbing a ladder to get there. And when you get there, you throw away the ladder because you don't want somebody to meet you, no, because you are competing with somebody else. But if we understand the abundance in this world, can you imagine that for several millennia, centuries, that we have always been taught of limitations? The water is not enough for everybody. The food is not enough for everybody in this world. And you cannot imagine the atrocity that have been committed in those names. But nobody have ever asked, okay, let's go to take of it. Let's think about it. If you were standing at a very high up Earth in the universe and you are looking at Earth, it looks like a dot. How can we be talking of limitation? That is infinite space that we can go there to explore. And we are only living on Earth. Why should we be thinking that everything is limited? That is limitless possibility. What Wallace was saying also in the book, let me make mention of also another thing that he was saying, that, of course, this thing talking about metaphysics now, that, okay, in the Bible it was written that, of course, in the beginning that everything was in bubble, no, until God said, let there be light. And there was light. And from there, he began to create everything. And now, the thing that we are probably going to understand is that where is God getting the thing that is used to create it? So it means that the same energy that he used to create it is still available for us. Meaning that we can still create, no? So why are we always afraid of the limitation that is not enough? It's not enough. It is enough. It is abundance. He is saying in the book that everybody in this world can be rich. There is still going to be abundance for every one of us. If we understand it, if we understand it from this, we should be free, because there is enough. There is enough for everybody. So that I just wanted to say this because you did mention of the Father. Share. Don't be afraid. Don't keep it to yourself as a secret. No, we really shouldn't do that. There is no secret. Okay, there are secrets because not everybody knows this, but don't keep it to yourself alone. Share. Yes. All right. Now, another question I want to ask you is, because, I sincerely believe that we are going to be useful to the society. And the way to be useful is to make sure that what we know plus ourselves should be put at the service of the people. If we don't do that, then we are useless to the society.
Exactly.
Because how are they going to benefit from us? Just because you are tall, you are occupying a space. What is the benefit of the society because of you?
Exactly.
So we must be useful. Please go. I know you want to say something there.
No. I love what you're saying. I think that we have come here with a purpose. So each and every one of us has got a purpose that we need to come and fulfill. So the question I want to ask people is, do you know what your purpose is? So, for example, myself, I now know that I can come and guide people and to motivate them and support them into becoming the best self that they can be, and shatter all their fear, their worries, and their doubts. But there are other people who've got other powers. I would say, I would call them powers. Yeah, there are other, like you have your power,